Donc j'ai soumis ma demande de RAFEO en ligne. On m'a demandé de remplir tous ces papiers là. Et franchement, je ne comprends rien de tout cela.
Ok, pas de souci. Vous avez simplement à télécharger ou imprimer les documents qui apparaissent sur le portail de RAFEO et de les remplir comme il faut. Après, vous pouvez les télécharger directement sur le site de RAFEO ou nous les envoyer.
And what about this MSFAA? I don't know what I'm gonna call it. What about it?
So the MSFAA is a bit different. That one you have to drop off in person with a SIM card and government photo ID to a designated Canada post.
Okay, so once I've done all that, when will I receive my money? Because I saw an estimation of how much I'm gonna get, but I actually want to know what I will actually receive.
You'll actually need to wait for your documents to get processed, which can take a few weeks, and then you'll be able to see your funding summary. So to view that, you'll want to log into your OSAP website, click on check status, and then you'll see funding summary on the left, which will show you what you're getting in loans and grants.
Et donc on me versera tout ce montant là au complet en septembre?
Pas exactement, vous recevrez 60% de vos fonds en septembre et le 40% en janvier.
Okay, but in any case I don't have to worry about paying my fees, right? Because OSAP pay my fees, right?
Again, it's not quite that simple. If you said yes to have OSAP remit fees directly to your school, then in September they will automatically send a payment to Glendon, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the 60% that you're getting will cover all of your fees. Also, York does not actually pay all of your fees automatically in September. What they do is they calculate to pay 60% of your total rather than looking at the minimum payment due. And the reason for that is because a lot of students might not have enough OSAP for books and other costs to start in the year if all of their fees get paid. So really you're going to check the minimum payment due and see if the OSAP covered it.
Il se peut que j'ai à faire un paiement?
Oui, exactement. Alors si vos fonds de RAFEO de septembre ne couvrent pas le minimum paiement à faire, ce qui est normalement le cas, il vous faudra de faire un paiement de vos comptes bancaires pour régler le solde.
Ah, I see. But I also saw that there will be a certain amount of loan that will be sent as well as the grant. But now I'm no more sure if I want to take my OSAP or not, because like I didn't want any loan before, so I don't want to be in debt.
Don't worry, you're right in saying that OSAP is a mix of loans and grants, but you don't have to keep the loans if you don't want to. You can use the grants and then send the loans back right away, or you could put them in a bank account to pay back at the end of the year or at graduation. So you do have some flexibility with this, and the best part is that it shouldn't affect your funding in future years. So this is something you can come back and talk to us about.
Ok, ça me rassure. Donc je vais recevoir mes fonds aussitôt que je vous donne ces formulaires.
Pas exactement, il y a une dernière étape qui s'appelle la confirmation d'inscription. Ceci est quelque chose que l'école fait automatiquement et on ne peut pas confirmer votre inscription jusqu'à 2 semaines avant le début du cours. Alors vous recevrez vos fonds peu après.
Donc si je comprends bien, moi je n'ai plus rien à faire.
Bon, vous n'avez plus de documents à soumettre, mais vous voulez vous assurer que vous avez payé le dépôt d'inscription et que vous êtes inscrite à temps plein.
What do you mean by full time? I have 21 credits. Does it count?
As long as you have at least 9 or more credits per term, or 6 if you have a permanent disability, then you'll be enrolled full-time.
Okay, cool. So one last question. I kind of deciding with whether taking more courses and working less, or working more and taking more courses. So anyway, if I, for example, take less courses and then I increase my working hours, is it gonna affect my OSAP or something?
Maybe, maybe not, but the most important thing is that you keep OSAP up to date with your information. If you change your course load, make more or less money, get married or have your marital status change, etc., you want to contact us to get help in updating your OSAP application. In November, OSAP will actually contact you to update your income on their website, so that's something you can do if you hadn't contacted us before.
Parfait. Donc pour le moment, je n'ai plus de questions, mais si jamais j'en ai, je peux revenir à n'importe quel moment, n'est-ce pas? Are you guys busy?
Bien sûr, vous pouvez nous voir à C138 York Hall pendant nos heures d'ouverture. C'est vrai qu'au mois de septembre, nous sommes super occupés, mais on peut toujours vous aider avec des choses. Si vous avez une situation plus compliquée, peut-être il faut attendre jusqu'à octobre pour avoir plus d'assistance. Mais n'hésitez pas à venir nous voir.